Everybody, hope you're doing well. Do me a quick favor, hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy fragrance content such as this. Let the algorithms know what you want to see in your life. Hope you're doing well. I've been looking at the weather report, and in LA, wintertime weather means rain. So we got a couple rainy days coming up, so I thought, why not make a list of some good fragrances to wear on a rainy day, because that is what is in my foreseeable future. Let's get started here with this first one. It's a newcomer to the channel. This is Oud Royal by Ministry of Oud, aka Paris Corner, and this is a clone of Creed's Royal Oud. So basically, what you're going to get is a really prominent kind of sandalwood fragrance with a nice powdery nuance as well. It does smell pretty high quality for the price. Performance is about average. I got about 5 hours as I was testing. A lot of people online do complain about longevity, but I think they're just going nose blind. I got a pretty solid 5 hours to this, but I did notice that I was kind of also going nose blind to it pretty fast for whatever reason. So I really love the bottle. I think this is a really beautiful looking bottle. I think it looks pretty elegant. This is really thick glass too. The cap is nothing special, but it does look nice and it slides on there nicely, so it's not going to fall off too easily. Basically, in the opening, you get kind of a weird herbal blast that I'm not really enjoying. But that quickly fades away and you're left with that powdery kind of sandalwoody nuance that this fragrance provides. I've never smelled Creed Royal Oud, and from what I've heard, it's very high quality and very classy and very expensive as far as the price tag goes. So if I can get an affordable option that gets close to that scent profile, I heard that this one is a pretty good take on it. I think I'll just be happy with this one. I don't have to pay the $300+ for the Creed. I can just wear this one whenever I get in the mood for a nice woody fragrance. So Oud Royal, I think it has my stamp of approval. Just wait till that opening kind of dissipates. It's got a weird kind of immediate blast, but that quickly fades in the first couple minutes and you're left with a really nice, elegant, classy, masculine, woody fragrance. So check that one out if you guys are looking for a good clone of Creed's Royal Oud. All right, next one up we have is Calvin Klein Defy. This is the Eau de Parfum, and this is a blue fragrance, but it's got a little bit of like a dark edge to it. It's got some dustiness. It's got some like darker powdery nuance going on. It's got a little bit of a leather note as well. I've smelled this whole line. The EDT is kind of like EDT. It's very fresh, aldehydic, like sparkly. The Parfum is pretty good. That's the newest one. It's a lot sweeter than this one. It's got a really sweet pink pepper prominence to it, and it can be a little bit too sweet and can be a little bit cloying. It is very powerful. This one's a good kind of in-between fragrance that I've kind of found a new appreciation for since smelling the Parfum. It's got some class to it. It's not the most, different, unique thing that you've ever smelled, but it does have a nice take on a blue fragrance from Calvin Klein with a bit of a leathery nuance, especially as it dries down, the leather becomes more prominent. Not too expensive here. I think you can get this in like the $30-ish range and smells pretty decent quality for the price. Calvin Klein Eau de Parfum. If you're going to be wearing like a leather jacket going out, I think this pairs really nicely with it. All right, next one up, kind of bumping up in price here. This is Parfums de Marley Pegasus. So this is quite a unique fragrance and quite a situational fragrance, and I think a rainy day is the perfect time to bust this one out. Vanilla is a very hit or miss note for me, but I enjoy the way it works here. It's got this heliotrope vibe to it as well. It's got this like bitter almond kind of mixing in there, so it's a very creamy vanilla smell and enormous performance, enormous projection. This is a 4.2 ounce bottle. I don't know if I'm ever going to get through it. I probably won't. This is a 3 spray max fragrance for me, so if I go more than 3 sprays, I just get overwhelmed and I don't really enjoy it. But with 3 sprays, I get a nice little sillage that lasts all day and even into the next day, and really does it for me. I would say definitely want to get your nose on this one before you go and blind buy. This is not a blind buy safe type of fragrance. It's different, but for those that you try this and you enjoy it, wearing it in a cooler type situation on a rainy day or on a cold winter day, it's really going to shine and it's going to come across beautifully in that case. I love this chrome looking bottle too. I got a pretty good deal on this on I believe Forever Luxe on eBay. I think it was 140 for this 4.2 ounce. So that was a steal. I had to hop on that, and if anything, I could always probably resell this in a couple of years if I don't really end up using that much of it. It's gonna hold its value pretty well. So next one up we have is Gary's Den Le Parfum. This is from FOMO, which is the Fragrance by brand, and this is a clone of Dior Homme Parfum. So makeup bag iris type lipstick iris smell here is pretty prominent, so you got to be into that kind of lipsticky iris smell, and it's got a nice leathery nuance to it and very woody as well. A really beautiful blend and really high quality for the price. They blended it really well and lasts a long time. A lot of good value. My only gripe with this fragrance is the atomizer. It's not great. It's okay. That's the only really negative thing I can say about this fragrance. But other than that, it's a beautiful scent profile, and if you like that Dior Homme Parfum scent profile and you're looking for that on a budget, this is going to be your best bet. Gary's Den Le Parfum. Next one up, let's keep the iris train rolling, but give you a little bit of variety in case that makeup lipstick bag type iris is not really your deal. You can always go with Prada Lhomme. A lot easier, fresher, semi-fresher. I mean, this one's still powdery, but certainly not as powdery as the Gary's Den is going to be. Clean bar of soap type smell here, and just really easy to use. Always puts me in a good mood. If you want to feel like cozy and you're just chilling, winding, you just want to be kind of like calm, in a good mood, this one always does it for me. And you get good performance here. It smells really high quality. It's got that Prada soapiness, but this is a very popular fragrance for many years for good reason. Definitely would suggest you get your nose on it. If you're an iris lover, you definitely want to smell this one and see what you think about it. Prada Lhomme. Next one up we have is from Azarro. This is Azarro Chrome United. Now, admittedly, this is not my favorite chrome flanker. There's a whole lot in this line. But this one's really good for this type of scenario where it's a rainy day, you're kind of feeling more chilled out, you kind of want to relax. It's got this black tea vibe to it, so it's very calming, it's very easygoing, and it's a great one to wear in the evening time when you just want to relax. It has that aura to it, so black tea prominence here. You still get some of the metallic freshness that you would find pretty much across the whole chrome line. And yeah, it's not the most expensive fragrance. It's pretty affordable. Smells decent quality, and I do enjoy this bottle style. I think it looks pretty nice. So, Chrome United, easygoing choice there. All right, next one up. We had to throw in a Banana Republic, Tobacco and Tonka Bean. Probably the best fragrance from Banana Republic, at least in this icon line. Perfect time of year for it. Perfect scenario on a rainy day to wear this one and bust it out. It does have a nice sweetness to it. The Tonka bean comes across pretty sweet, which is cool. And the tobacco is not overpowering. It's not overly complex or difficult to pull off like tobacco can sometimes be. Not overly earthy. Pretty unisex as far as this fragrance goes. So not the most masculine thing out there, but if you enjoy sweeter fragrances and you're looking for value, this one is a great value. It smells way higher quality than the price that you pay. Especially you can get it at like Ross or a Burlington or something in that $20 range. It smells easily like this could be like a $60 fragrance. So a lot of value with this one and pretty good performance. Overall, just a great scent that you should check out. It's really worth the money. Banana Republic, Tobacco, and Tonka Bean. Let me see, is that going to focus? Whatever. Tobacco and Tonka Bean, you get it. All right, last one up. This is just kind of a fun one I wanted to throw in. I was debating whether or not to throw it in, but this is Mouj Jubilee. What is it, 26? Yeah, so for those of you that are a little bit more familiar with Mouj, you can guess this is a Jubilation 25 clone. And this is one of those that just kind of hangs out in the cheapy wasteland section of TJ Maxx and doesn't have a box or anything, so you can just pick it up and smell it. Normally I don't really like to talk about those because a lot of them smell pretty crappy and like synthetic. And this one is also kind of synthetic, but for some reason this one I think smells great and I get good longevity out of it. And I try to dislike this one, but every time I spray a little bit on my hand, I'm like, this is great. So push comes to shove, I gotta endorse this one. I think it's a good fragrance, especially on a budget, and it's one that you can easily get your nose on and try. You can just grab it, spray some on, and make your own assessment. But at least you'll be aware of it after watching this video, right? So it's got this kind of oud smell. It's got like this black raspberry fruitiness to it, while being relatively masculine at the same time. So it is a pretty interesting fragrance. I would be interested to get my nose on the real thing and see what I think about it. But this one is really good for what it is. $14.99 for this little bad boy, and the atomizer on these things is really cool. This is, I'm not sure what brand this is. It's either like Milestone or RLB, but yeah, that's like pretty much the best atomizer period. So even if you just wanted the experience of that, it'd be worth the money. This is Mouj Jubilee 26. All right. Yeah, that was it for today. Just 8 fragrances. Hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you're experiencing some winter weather, stay dry, stay warm out there, be in good health, and wear your fragrances in good health as well. I will see you on the next one. I appreciate it. Appreciate your time at the Fragrance Fraternity. Take care. Let me know what you guys are going to be wearing this week. Love to chop it up with you guys. Let me know what is in your rotation, you lovely smelling people. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. All right.